Hi, my name is Leah Piccione, and the title of this blog is How Do You Listen? I did not have any 1s or 5s for any of my answers for this test yourself. My results, number 1, I listen to what the speaker is saying and I try to feel what the speaker feels. This I put a 2, which is frequently, because I'm a very empathetic listener. I feel when the speaker is talking. I feel sad when it's a sad story. I feel happy when it's a happy story. 2, I listen objectively. I focus on the logic of the ideas rather than on the emotional meaning of the message. For that, I put a 4, and that's because, again, I'm an emotional listener. I have sometimes hard times being objective about it. I tend to empathize and feel what the person that's telling me a story feels, so it's hard for me to be objective and play devil's advocate or try to see the other side of it. 3, I listen without judging the speaker. This I put a 2, which is frequent because I very rarely judge people in general, and I definitely try not to judge people when they are telling me something personal. I put it 2 because there is sometimes I do prejudging sometimes. I try to check myself on that, but sometimes I do find myself having a judgment before, somebody's finished telling me a story. 4, I listen critically, evaluating the speaker and what the speaker is saying. For this, I put a 3, which is sometimes. I have a hard time listening critically, again, because I'm an emotional listener, empathetic listener, and I tend to just empathize and feel what they're feeling. And it's hard, and sometimes that's hard for me to be critical or, see a different side of it. So that one I put a 3. Number 5, I listen to the literal meanings that a speaker communicates. I don't look too deeply into a hidden meaning. This I put a 2, which is frequently, because I tend to take what people say face value and on the surface, and sometimes they are telling me things and there's a deeper meaning to what they are saying or a deeper reason to why this is happening or why they are telling me this, and I don't tend to dig deep. It just is, I take what they are saying at face value. 6, I look for the hidden meanings, the meanings that are revealed by subtle verbal and nonverbal cues. This I put a 4, which is seldom, because I have a hard time finding the hidden meanings or, the things underneath that they're really trying to say. I'm not very good at nonverbal cues. I don't tend to pick up on things that people may be saying non-verbally and that you should notice. 7, I listen actively, communicate acceptance of the speaker, and prompt the speaker to further explore his or her thoughts. This one I put a 3, which is sometimes, because if I feel that they're not telling me everything because they feel uncomfortable, I try to make them feel completely comfortable and want them to go as deep as they want. If they when they tell me whatever it is that they tell me. Sometimes I'm very, very good at giving advice that way, and sometimes I don't do so well. 8, I listen without active involvement. I generally remain silent and take in what the other person is saying. This one I put a 4, which is seldom, because I believe a conversation should be a two-way conversation. That if you're just standing there and listening, they might think that you're not engaged or that you don't care. So I always try to show verbally, non-verbally, that I am interested in what they are saying. Those were my results that I got for How Do You Listen? Thank you.